Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Tyler Talley. So the live stream failed miserably. My computer is loading very, very slowly. Uh, so this is probably the format we're gonna start going to. Is I'm gonna start pre-recording stuff. I'm gonna start talking. So if you want to leave your comments, in the comment section, obviously on YouTube, that's fine. That's perfect. Or if you know me or have subscribed already, thank you very much. But yeah, so today we're gonna do things a little differently. I thought I was gonna, like I said, I thought I was gonna live stream. I wanted to capture real time reactions. Talk to the people. But unfortunately, not gonna happen. So I'm sorry for that. But anyways, sometimes you just have to make do with what you got. So I'm gonna pre-record this, and we're gonna go from there. So I was gonna do an ask me anything. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, please. I will answer them when I can, with whatever question you might have, or whatever. So usually I was gonna start off with a segment called "How are you doing?" Uh, so I'm gonna ask everybody how you doing today in general. I mean, it's a little windy and cold here in Northeast Ohio, um, but it's not bad. But yeah, if I say a lot, I don't mean to. It's just how I talk. So I'm sorry about that. But how's everybody doing today? I'm doing good. Actually, I'm doing real well. Other than the little technical difficulties, but that's okay. But we're gonna go on, and I'm ready to go today. I hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, tell me how you're doing in the comments. I want to know because, like I said the other day, everybody has a story, and we've been kind of stuck in this world where we have to wear masks and stuff. And sometimes we're stuck in the house and stuff because we're too afraid to go out or whatever have you, or we can't go out. Maybe not really afraid. Wrong words. But if you couldn't go out for whatever reason, or whatever, tell me how you're feeling. I want to know how you are you know what I'm trying to say. I want to know how you're feeling. I'm botching so much right now. I want to know how you guys are just absolutely feeling. So please leave it in the comments. Now, there's a lot to talk to, so we're just gonna get there. Last night, the NCAA men's Final Four. There was a not so good game in Kansas and Villanova because Kansas kind of just could not miss, and they were hot like the Golden State Warriors, shooting threes. Man, I swear they were splashing threes like they were the dang Splash Brothers. But yeah, so the final score of that game was 81-65. They beat Villanova, the Wildcats. Um, Colin Gillespie led Villanova with 17 points, and David McCormick from Kansas led the way in the game with 25 points. So that's how the scoring breakdown worked. Then we had the big one, Coach K's final game. Well, it wouldn't have been the final game had Duke won, but my North Carolina Tar Heels, baby, they won. So they won 81-77. It was a close game. It was a good game. I got nothing but respect for Coach K and the legendary career he had, winning 5 national championships, Final Four 13 times, a 3-time gold medalist with Team USA men's basketball. So I'm very, very happy with the career he had, and I got nothing but respect for Coach K. But man, Tar Heel Nation, baby, we got it on tomorrow. Maybe I'll try again to live stream that. I don't know yet, but we'll see, and get live reactions. But it broke down like this. Armando Bacot got 21 rebounds and 11 points. That's just absurd. I'm pretty sure he broke Tim Duncan's record too for the most double doubles in a season in the ACC, which is just absolutely bananas. But yeah, that dude, he man, and then you got Captain Caveman, Manic. It's going to be a good game tomorrow. I think the tip off is going to start at around 9:20. With after the post game and stuff, it's going to probably more be around 9:30 ish. But I think it's going to be a good game. You got North Carolina, who is just red hot right now after beating Duke. the last time in Cameron Indoor Stadium. So they spoiled Coach K twice in this last season. They spoiled his last game at Cameron Indoor Stadium, Cameron Indoor, and then they also spoiled the Final Four appearance last night. So it's going to be a relatively good game, I think. If Kansas comes out and firing, it might be over early. Honestly, North Carolina's been starting a little slower the last few games, or actually all tournament. But if they can get out to a faster start or slow the pace down to where Kansas isn't making as many threes like they did yesterday against Villanova, or whatever have you, then I think it can be a really good game. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on tomorrow night. But I'm rooting for them Tar Heels, baby. Let's go. So we're gonna talk about NFL free agency. A lot has been going on. Obviously, I'm like 3 weeks behind. I was gonna do this podcast I don't know, like 3 or 4 months ago, but I always kept putting off buying a microphone, or maybe I was just a little nervous. I don't know. I'm still nervous, so I'm talking fast. I'm probably talking with my hands. But NFL free agency, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to discuss. And oh my word, is the AFC going to be absolutely loaded next year. With Russell Wilson ending up in Denver, Tyreek Hill leaving the Chiefs and heading off to Miami to be a Dolphin. You got Deshaun Watson moving from Houston to Cleveland, Amari Cooper coming from Dallas to Cleveland. The whole NFC West, or not NFC West, AFC West is completely stacked. You still got Patrick Mahomes. You got Juju now on the Chiefs. With Travis Kelce, that defense is still pretty good. Then you move down to Los Angeles with the Chargers, and they got Khalil Mack, and they got young rising star and a quarterback Justin Herbert, and you got Mike Williams still on the outside. So and you got Bosa. So, yeah, that defense is going to be pretty nasty. The Raiders be making some moves, too. You got Jones, and you signed Mad Max Crosby, and, you got all these things working. Man, it's going to be loaded. And then, like I said, the Broncos getting Randy Gregory from the Cowboys. Man, it is just going to be an absolutely loaded AFC. The NFC got some good people, too. But right now, the only way I see it is Green Bay or Tampa, unless Tom Brady gets shipped to Miami. Honestly, that's just how I see it. NFC is okay, but the AFC, man, the AFC is just absolutely stacked. And one thing I did want to touch on about the NFL free agency and all these trades and everything else going on. Oh, and the Rams too. I forgot the Rams are in the NFC West. But yes, so they're good too, and they just got Bobby Wagner, so that's a hell of a pickup. But yeah, so there's one thing I did want to touch on, and a lot of people are gonna be pissed that I'm talking about this, but I feel like I need to cover it and give my opinion on it, and you can give your opinion in the comments too. I feel like the Deshaun Watson trade to Cleveland is what is best for Cleveland. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Baker Mayfield, but I just don't think he was the guy to lead Cleveland to a Super Bowl. And I think, and Deshaun Watson is just a head better than Baker Mayfield. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong. I like Baker, but Baker Mayfield was not the one to lead the Cleveland Browns. Yes, he wanted to come to the Browns when they were 0-16, when there was only 16 games in the league at the time. Yes, he wanted to be that first pick. Yes, he led them to the first playoff victory since like 94 or whenever it was. Your first playoff berth in a while. So, since 2000. So, I get why people are upset that he is leaving, or when he does leave, or how they kind of screwed him over and wanted Deshaun Watson. Well, I'm sorry. To me, it's like doing your job at home. Or you're not at home, but your work. If you're not good enough, they're going to go out and find somebody who is good enough to replace you. And honestly, that's just what it is. Like I said, I have nothing but respect for Baker, and I do like Baker. I really do. But at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson is just better. Now, his character is very much in question with the 22 women and all that stuff. So I get it. I really do. And I know something is probably going on because it's something to kind of have one woman, I guess, per se. But when you have 22 women, it's something went on. I mean, you can say it didn't happen. You can say it did happen. I'm sure something happened, but and we can't just kind of sweep it under the rug. I'm sure something happened. There was 22 different women. Uh, but for right now, he's in the clear so far. I think he'll get suspended 6 games, maybe four, depending on if he wants to appeal it. They might dumb it down to four. But yeah, I just think that it is the right move though for Cleveland. I think bringing in the additions of Amari Cooper, and he still got that backfield of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I feel like the Browns are going to be solid, but the AFC is going to be absolutely very, very hard to win because you also still got Joe Shiesty in Cincinnati. You still got Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, and Jamar Chase with Joe Shiesty and Cincy. So yeah, this is gonna be a very, very good football season, and I hope we see some new teams at the top. I really do. I wouldn't mind seeing the Bengals go back to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind the Browns going, obviously, as I do like the Browns, but I also like the Cowboys. So I wouldn't mind honestly seeing them two in the Super Bowl. Probably won't happen, but we will see and find out. Like I said, live stream kind of messed up. It has things playing like top five. So if you want to, give me top five in the comments if you watched for this 11 minutes so far. So ask me something in the comments. Make me pick a top five. I don't have my PC cards ready. Or actually, they're in a stand over here, but you can't see them. But I will show them to once I vlog or once I take pictures, and I'll put all my socials out there at the end of the stream. So yeah, a lot of what I had planned is just gonna get cut. But like I said, if you have a question for me, ask me something. Make me pick a top five. We're going to talk about WrestleMania and stuff last, but we're going to talk about the NBA playoff pictures. So far, right now, in the NBA, the East has 3 spots clinched with the Miami Heat, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Boston Celtics. And then in the play-in tournament so far would be Cleveland, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Brooklyn, because they do 7 through 10. I think that could create some interesting matchups if it comes to the play-in tournament. I mean, the East is wide open just like the West because all we heard all year was, oh, it's going to be Brooklyn, it's going to be LA. Well, LA isn't really all that good. I mean, they're not even in the play-in tournament in the West, but we're going to get, at least for right now, if the season ended today, that's how things would shake out. But yeah, they're not as good as people thought. People thought they got Carmelo, they got, this guy and that guy and the other guy coming in to play with LeBron. Oh, they're going to, and Russell Westbrook. They thought, oh, they're going to be so great. But unfortunately, they're not good. LeBron is still balling out. There ain't no denying that. But unfortunately, you can only do so much as being one person. And the Lakers being just LeBron right now, no, it's not working. But back to the West. Or not the West, the East, my bad. Miami, Milwaukee, and Boston clinched with those 3, or 4 rather, being in the play-in tournament. If it ended today, I think that, like I said, is going to create some great matchups. The Cavs were very, very hot without LeBron this year. They were very hot before the All-Star break. And they got their first winning season since 1997, if I'm correct, without LeBron James as a Cavalier. So this young squad is very, very fun to watch. I've seen them live this year. Man, they are just, they could be losing, and the next thing you know, in a split second, boom, they're up and they're winning. Because I'll never forget my wife. I'll never forget the game we went to was against the Wizards. She said they were down by like 7 with like 5 minutes left. She said, "Oh, this game's over. They're not gonna win." And as soon as she said it, they turned right around, came back, and then they won the game. But I think by like 4 or 5 points. So they're very good. And you got stars like Darius Garland, Jared Allen. You got potential Rookie of the Year candidate Evan Mobley. So this is going to be very interesting if they are in the play-in tournament. But I can very easily see them sneaking up into the 6th seed. Charlotte, man, you got LaMelo Ball. What else is there to say? He's a highlight reel in and of himself. Man, I am so excited to watch the play-in tournament. With Brooklyn, Kyrie and this whole vaccine thing, not playing in New York. it is what it is. But they removed it, so now he can play. Oh man, as much as don't I don't really want to say I don't care for him, but the way he kind of did Boston, I'm kind of still kind of mad at that. I'm not gonna lie, but you can't deny his talent. So him and KD, if they get hot at the right time, man, Brooklyn is really one to watch. Uh, Lastly, the Hawks. Man, you got Trey Young or Ice Trey, whatever you want to call him. This East is going to be real good. Now we're going to get to the West. The West clinch spots so far is Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, and Dallas. And in the playing tournament would be Minnesota, the Clippers out of LA, not the Lakers, New Orleans, the Pelicans, and San Antonio Spurs. That could make for some very interesting. What the West, man, since everyone thought LA was going to do something, they obviously have it. This West Coast is nice. You got Phoenix, who went to the finals last year, and unfortunately they lost to Giannis and the Bucks. But the Bucks won their first championship in 50 years. That's just wild. Then you got the Memphis Grizzlies, who are a surging young team led by Ja Morant. But without Ja Morant, they have a phenomenal record. So with him, oh man, yeah, the Grizzlies are a team to look out for. And then if Golden State can get healthy, man, look out. The Splash Brothers will just make it rain buckets. And I love seeing that. Now, as living in Ohio, you can obviously feel that, I do like the Splash Brothers, but man, I might get a little messed up from the Cavs fans saying that. But, hey, it's okay. It's okay. I do like the young Cavs team, so we're okay. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm very, very excited for this. Like, holy cow, man. Just watch out for the Splash Brothers, though. They will get buckets. And hopefully Kansas does not get buckets on North Carolina tomorrow. You feel me? Alright, lastly, we are going to do a Mania Night 1 recap. And we're going to look ahead to WrestleMania Night 2 tonight. Which I am very excited for. But yeah, night 1 last night. I'll be honest, I was paying attention a little bit, wasn't paying attention a little bit, so I'm just gonna hit on like the key stuff that happened. Rousey lost to Charlotte. There was a rumor that Rousey left the Hall of Fame on Friday because she was mad she wasn't main eventing, which I get. If you win the Rumble and they say you're supposed to main event, since it is night 2 now, 2 nights now, she probably should have main evented with Charlotte. But I can see also why they didn't, is because you have Stone Cold coming back. Oh, dang, that was Sean. Sorry, the camera's reversed. I just botched the hell out of that. But yeah, so you had Stone Cold coming back, being a part of the KO show, raising how he actually had his first match in 19 years. Didn't do too bad. Went for about 20 plus minutes. But yeah, he still got it. He's 57 years old, but man, he can still whoop your ass. But yeah, so that was awesome to see him. Everybody was over at my dad's house last night, like, oh, we gotta watch Stone Cold. So it was a fun time. Rick Boogs hurt his quad patella tendon, so hopefully he gets the surgery he needs, gets everything fixed up, comes back. What else happened? I don't think too much. Cody Rhodes has officially left AEW and is now back to being part of AEW. Or not, oh my god, I just messed it up. He left AEW, but now he's part of WWE. It's been rumored for basically a month and a half now that he signed a contract. He's just going to show up at WrestleMania and wrestle, and that's his way back in. But yeah, no, it's very, very exciting. It really is. I was happy to see him. I'm just very, very happy that they kept his entrance and his whole gimmick of being the American Nightmare and all that stuff. So I'm very, very happy that they kept all that and they just didn't give him some wishy-washy generic music like they have for just about all the other stars coming up from NXT and stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy that he got to keep his stuff. So we are going to look ahead now to night 2, and yeah, it's going to be an action-packed night. You still got Pat McAfee, who likes to jam out on his guitar when Shinsuke comes, and he's just like the life of the party. He's fighting Austin Theory tonight, man. This match is going to be a banger, and I'm telling you right now, he is going to steal the absolute show tonight. Because I'm telling you, that's probably going to be match of night 2. I'm calling it right now. That's my hot take. But you also got the likes of Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. Something's got to happen there. You got, and then you got the big one. You got Roman Reigns, 'cause I'm the one, versus Cowboy Brock Lesnar, which is a beefed up version of Hangman Page from AEW, since they like the cowboy gimmick. But yeah, no, it should be a good night. I probably didn't touch on everything. I really didn't study until last night for this, to be honest. But hey, we made it 20 plus minutes. That's honestly more than what I thought. I was just going to talk for 2 hours, but things happen, and that's all you can really do. Again. But if you want to follow me, so I'm going to end this stream, I'm going to upload it. Please watch it. I know I'm probably pretty boring to talk to, and if you make it this far, thank you. But please subscribe to Talking with Ty. This is just the first episode. Like I said, this is probably what we're going to do. We're going to pre-record, and then we're just going to go on. I will have special guests. I will do vlogging. So we're going to be making more moves. If you want to follow me on the Instagram or on Twitter, it is TJTally25. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it is T_Tally, TALLEY 25. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me basically anywhere. But yeah, this is how we're just gonna end the first episode. I hope you guys watched. Whoever watches it, thank you. Like I said, I like to know how people are. I love hearing stories about how people, are feeling or doing, or if you had a bad day, or I like to know your life story, just in general. So let's talk. Let's hook something up together. Let's get you on here. I want to talk to you, because it's called Talking with Ty. After all, I can't just talk by myself this whole time. But that's where we're going to end the stream today. Again, that's T_Tally, TALLEY 25 that's what my @ is for Instagram. And then TJTally25 on the Twitter handles. You can find me on Facebook by my real name, Tyler Tally. And that's all I really got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoy this not so sunny weather in Northeast Ohio. I hope all of you have a very blessed Sunday, and I hope that you watch this. Reach out to me if you need to talk, and I hope everyone stays very, very much blessed. Goodbye.